Hannah and Jeremiah Duggar reveal their daughter shares a birthday with another Duggar grandchild. This week, Hannah and Jeremiah Duggar's youngest daughter, Brielle, celebrated her first birthday. Now, thanks to her proud aunt's birthday post, we know Brielle's exact birthday, and as it turns out, she happens to share the day with one of her older cousins. Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar have dozens of grandchildren at this point, so honestly, we'd be surprised if this is the only pair of Duggar grandchildren who will share a birthday. Among the birthday wishes that were shared in honor of Brielle turning 1 this week was this photo collage from Hannah's sister Charissa Wisman. Alongside photos with her niece over the past year, she wrote "Happy First Birthday, Brielle Grace." This confirms that Brielle's birthday is February 19, 2024, the day that Marissa shared her birthday message. As fans on Reddit pointed out, another Duggar grandbaby was born on February 19, Brooklyn, the daughter of Joseph and Kendra. This means Brooklyn and Brielle are the first out of the Duggars' grandchildren to share a birthday that we know of since they were both born before Katie and Jed's twins. Pretty cool. Now that Hannah and Jeremiah are expecting their third baby, Brielle is about to become a big sister for the first time in just a few months. In an Instagram post that the couple shared in December, they wrote, "Life with our little girls has been wonderful, and we are so excited about adding a third little girl to this group late next spring." Hannah and Jeremiah are also parents to daughter Brinley Noel, who is 2 years old. Alongside photos of her newly minted 1-year-old, Hannah wrote, "You still seem like our tiny little baby, and at the same time, all grown up, way too fast. This year has truly flown, and I can't believe we're already celebrating your first birthday," she continued. "Your smile completely melts my heart, and watching your delightful personality grow is so much fun. You have such a gentle sparkle that adds the perfect touch to our lives." Joy-Anna Duggar and Austin Forsyth didn't want to film Gideon's birth for Counting On. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. For Duggar family latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Reading time, 3 minutes. Joy-Anna Duggar and Austin Forsyth were on Counting On for the long haul. But even before TLC finally canceled the Duggar vehicle, there were certain things that Austin specifically didn't want to film. He wanted to be careful what he said. He was wary of production reducing him to a single trait. And he did not want the reality TV cameras there to capture the birth of his and Joy's first child. Austin Forsyth and Joy-Anna Duggar had hang-ups about filming Counting On. In the Wednesday, February 19 episode of the Jinger and Jeremy podcast, Austin Forsyth joined the titular Jinger Duggar and Jeremy Vuolo to discuss what it's like to marry into the Duggar family. As it turns out, one of the biggest sticking points for Austin was filming Counting On. That makes sense, and he had specific grimes on his own behalf and on that of his wife, Joy-Anna Duggar. "I don't remember us having really big, like, 'Oh no, y'all can't show this,' or whatever," he recalled. "I think we did push back about having Gideon." He continued, "I didn't want any film crew there. I took a lot of heat for that." At this point, as Austin Forsyth recalled, some of Joy-Anna's various Duggar sisters had featured their own childbirths for reality television. As a result, it sort of set the tone. Austin felt that this precedent added to the pressures that he and his wife faced. "That's something which Jessa and Jill, I believe, had already had Spurgeon and Israel," he pointed out, "so I should have thought about it. At least, that's how certain other Duggars presented it to him." After marrying Joy-Anna Duggar, Austin Forsyth was suddenly a reality star. "It's not something that, as a single guy, crossed my mind," Austin Forsyth recalled of his thoughts before marrying Joy-Anna Forsyth. He reasoned, like, "One day, I'm going to have to make the decision if I'm going to have the network with cameras in our face." When it comes to reality television, Austin explained, "There's a lot you just don't know how to handle. I didn't really trust the producers or the camera guys," he admitted. Austin then clarified, not that the camera guys really had anything to do with the production. He described, "I remember the producer telling me, it used to be so hard getting stuff out of you, and you always seemed like we were trying to entrap you, or you always would think a long time about your answers." Austin continued, "And we just wanted something spontaneous. Reality TV is forever, folks." Speaking to Jeremy and Jinger, Austin admitted that he couldn't quite put his finger on his misgivings about filming for the Duggar reality series. "I guess I was thinking if I'm gonna be on camera, and this is gonna be out there forever," he suggested, "I really want to be careful what I say." We don't necessarily agree with Austin Forsyth and Joyanna Duggar about a lot of things. But this makes sense. And a lot of reality stars and aspiring reality stars may want to keep this in mind. Giving the producers what they want can pay off for the season, but might not for your long-term brand. Joyanna Duggar's husband Austin got heat from TLC producers for pushing back against filming Gideon's birth. Before Counting On was canceled, fans got to witness multiple Duggar grandbabies' births in specials that aired on TLC, but not every member of the family opted in to give the cameras full access. When the time came for Joyanna Duggar and husband Austin Forsyth to welcome their first child, son Gideon, Austin pushed back against letting the cameras into the hospital, something he now says he received heat for from the producers. While the couple appeared on the Jinger and Jeremy podcast this week, Austin opened up about filming for Counting On around the time Gideon was born. So far, the births of Joy's older sister's kids, Jill and Jessa, had been filmed for the show, so it was expected she would follow suit as she and Austin began their own parenthood journey. "I don't remember us having really big, like, oh no, y'all can't show this or whatever, but I think we did push back about having Gideon," he said on the podcast. "I didn't want any film crew there. I took a lot of heat for that." Austin admitted that thinking about handling a reality TV network in his future had never been something he'd prepared for, so there was a lot you just don't know how to handle when it comes up. And because he was so new to being filmed, whereas the cameras had been part of Joy's normal for most of her life, it sounds like it was a pretty strange experience for him overall. "I didn't really trust the producers or the camera guys, not that the camera guys really had anything to do with the production," he said. "I remember the producer telling me, it used to be so hard getting stuff out of you, and you always seemed like we were trying to entrap you, or you always would think a long time about your answers, and we just wanted something spontaneous." He continued, "I guess I was thinking if I'm gonna be on camera, and this is gonna be out there forever, I really want to be careful what I say." Now, Austin said he's so far removed from that time in his life that someone else almost has to bring it up that they were on the show at all. Joy and Austin do seem happier now that they're able to share their lives on their own terms on YouTube and social media, and that included the births of their younger children. Maybe saying goodbye to reality TV really was for the best for them.